Hello, everybody. Roar! I had a little dare, so my team was like, "You would not do that." Yes, I will. We are going to overcome challenges and thriving, and it looks like I gotta figure out. Oh, team. We are having problems on one of our social media platforms. Let's see if I can. Or, team, are you able to see? We're having some connection problems. Hmm. Well, we will figure it out or we will repost on Facebook. But at any rate, see, messing up my whole entire mojo, my whole flow for we're going to, this is perfect, overcome challenges and thriving. This is perfect. A perfect intro to what we're talking about tonight. And so it is all about overcoming challenges and thriving. Please make sure that you subscribe. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If you're on Facebook or the other platform, social medias, please make sure you follow, like the pages. I so appreciate each and every one of your support. And so, with that being said, I'm going to jump into, and I do recognize we may be having some issues on Facebook right now. Is that a, yep. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we'll just post it because I don't want to stop while we are live. And so, really quick. Last week, we spoke about empathy and leadership. So, if you missed it, please make sure that you go back and check it out. Empathy is not a one time done deal. Empathy is really something that we have to work on. All of these things that we're talking about are great skill sets. And so, a lot of people won't just wake up and just be like, oh, I am just so empathetic. You have to work on it. And just like today, we are talking about overcoming challenges and thriving, mastering resilience and perseverance. And that is something that just doesn't happen overnight. And give me a second so I can kind of change what's going on my screen. And so that's what we're dealing with. And again, these are skill sets that don't just happen. You know what? For someone else, depending on where you are in your journey, even having this hiccup right now could be mortifying to some. Or just think about it when you're working and you make a tiny mistake or you make a huge mistake. How are you going to bounce back? What's your demeanor? And not just that, what's going on the inside? What's that silent language? How is that coming up for you? That is what we're talking about because I want you to be in a place where your silent language is really good. Your silent language is saying, you know what? It's just a setback. I got this. I don't want your silent language to be, I don't want that for you. I want your silent language to really be able to come and show up as, yes, I can overcome any challenge and I'm thriving. And so to me, that's important. Our 3 points that we're going to talk about is going to be emotional resilience, cognitive perseverance, and behavioral tenacity. That's right. I said it. Definitely if you're catching us live, always let us know. Shout us out. Put your name in the comments. Even if you're catching the replay, we love to hear from you. So definitely shout us out. Let us know that you're watching live or watching the replay. And again, don't forget to subscribe and like. We so appreciate you for joining us. I'm going to just jump right on in to our 3 points. And so, first point, emotional resilience. Emotional resilience, it's the armor that protects you from emotional upheavals or any type of setback. So imagine even any what we were just talking about when it comes to how are you handling it when that thing comes out of nowhere and you're just like, what just happened? How are you emotionally? Did you get so angry that you couldn't hear, that it was just like your ears were ringing fire bells? Or are you able to step back and say, yes, maybe a dart was thrown at me, but you didn't hit me? So, how is your emotional resilience? Emotional resilience acts like this buffer. It absorbs shock of setbacks and it helps you with the stress of it all. Leaders, and when I say in this case, when we're talking about this particular topic, listen, a leader is anyone who is leading. You could be leading your family, because I don't want you to think when I say leaders in a term, if you're at your 9 to 5 and you're not leading a group of people, that doesn't encompass you. If you are a mother, if you are a father, if you are a auntie and you have, you have cousins and you have your nieces and nephews and all of that, listen, you're leading. There is someone following you. And so, leaders, we face this array of challenges that can provoke strong emotions. And without emotional resilience, you're going to be overwhelmed by these feelings. It's the difference of feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm about to go into my shell because I am mortified because something didn't go right. Or, oh my goodness, I can't believe they waited to the last minute to do whatever it is. And you're just like, you want to maybe string someone up or something of that nature. Our emotions can really block us, blind us, lead us down a dark alley that we don't need to be down. And so that is why speaking about emotional resilience is so important. We have to stay committed. We have to be reminded that we have long term goals. Emotional resilience will help you to maintain that focus, even if it's a short term obstacle that you may be facing. It doesn't matter. Failure, even if it comes, it doesn't define us. It's just a slight bump in the road. And how we handle that, our emotional resistance or resilience is going to help us and catapult us upright. You teeter totter like that. No, our emotional resilience will help us to stay upright. And so it allows us to look beyond whatever immediate turbulence that may be happening. And it's going to help us to stay aligned. It'll help us to keep our teams in align with whatever that overall arching mission is. And it's also about maintaining this positive outlook. It is nothing worse for something catastrophic to happen, and you, as the leader, are like, Oh my goodness, we can't make it. Listen, you are driving this ship. Your emotional resilience, we need you to make sure that you're maintaining a positive outlook despite any failures or viewing challenges. You have to view these challenges as an opportunity for growth. A leader's emotional resilience, it inspires confidence, and that can do attitude will go so far, not just for you, but for your team as well. And so we're going to move to our second topic, or a second point, should I say, cognitive perseverance. Cognitive perseverance is about the mental stamina to stay focused on these long term goals despite any immediate hurdles. It's the difference of you at the end of your day holding your head down low as it possibly can go because you just had one of those days where you felt like your butt was kicked to the right, to the left, up and down, and da 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 da, whatever that is. Your cognitive perseverance, that whole part about the mental stamina to be able to stay focused, that's a real thing. You don't just, again, unless you're just this supersonic person, and if you are, good on you. All of us aren't that way. And so we don't just wake up saying, oh, I have this mental stamina, I have this mental fortitude. Most of us practice this skill set. Most of us practice and practice and practice. And so that's why it may look like we can do this effortlessly, but trust and believe, we have had our days, we just practice. These are skill sets that you really can practice and you can hone in on. So, cognitive perseverance, it's an essential trait if you live in this world. How about that? Because nowadays, again, you don't necessarily have to lead someone to be able to practice this. And you need this no matter where you are, no matter what you do. And so it directly affects your, or it impacts your ability to navigate complex situations. And especially when we're looking at our long term goals, this involves problem solving, strategic thinking, and the continuous pursuit of knowledge. All of this goes into your cognitive perseverance. Leaders are often confronted with complex problems, in depth analysis, and we have to be able to think strategically. Cognitive perseverance allows you to persist in any problem solving efforts that come your way, even when the solutions aren't immediately apparent, ensuring that you can work through any challenges systematically and effectively. Remember, when we're in this type of mindset, and if we get clouded and we get blinded, when we can't step back to see the big picture, to see the bright lights, to see our long term goals, we do ourselves a total disservice. A key component of leadership is the ability to be able to learn from our mistakes, the ability to learn from any failures. Cognitive perseverance involves a commitment to long term learning, self improvement, which means you are going to be in a continuous state where you can analyze what went wrong, what should I do in the future. We should always be asking ourselves these questions and really taking a mental note of our responses, because it's always about what can I do better in the future, regardless of any type of setback. And our third point is behavioral tenacity. And so behavioral tenacity refers to the actions a leader embodies when we're talking about it's do they embody resilience? Do they have this perseverance about them? It includes, are they a communicator? Do they have transparent decision making? Do they lead by example? We know, unfortunately, there are a lot of leaders that don't lead by example. It's that whole thought process, say as I do. Wait a minute, what is it? Say as I do, or say as I do, not. I don't know. Some of you probably are like, you're saying it right now and you're wishing I got it right because I got it wrong. But you know what it is? It's when you're literally telling someone to do something, you say it, but you don't even do what they're saying, what you're telling them to do. And so, and there are still today, there are many leaders that are like that. And I'm sure if I said, tell me who, you could tell me who. I'm not asking you to tell me who, so don't put those in the comments, okay? We want to uh, uh, um we still want to make sure that we create a safe atmosphere for all. And so when we're talking about behavioral tenacity, leaders are often judged by their actions rather than their words. Behavioral tenacity ensures that you will be able to remain consistent in your action, reinforcing reliability in a commitment to your team and to your organizational goals. Consistency builds trust, which is so essential when you're a leader. Another thing, when we're talking about behavioral tenacity, you notice how I was consistency. I'm going to say this. You can write me. I would say don't write me, but it's okay because I want y'all to write me. But seriously, listen, there are some ladies out here, and I'm going to say it loud and I'm going to say it proud. We have to be consistent. I understand I am female, and I know that we can have a whole wide array of emotions. In one day, you can be happy, sad, glad, angry, quite right, distraught. Quite, we can go from, we really do, we are blessed to have a wide sense of emotions and we can express them extremely well. However, when we are in work, I need you all to be consistent. I prefer you to be a leader that's consistent, that leads by example. But let's just start with consistency and whatever that consistency is for you, because it makes a difference. If you are not, and I'm not telling you to not be a nice person, but let me just walk you through so you understand. Consistency is key. People need to know what they need to receive from you, what they're going to receive from you. If one day you're happy, one day you're sad, one day you're angry, and this is how you come off to staff, they don't know what to do with you. Like they really don't know what to do with you. They are talking about you behind your back. Okay? I'm telling you. So consistency could be, if you're a nitpicker, can you just be a nitpicker all the way? That is not the leadership style I want of you. It is not. But if you're going to be a nitpicker Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? Okay. If you're happy, for the most part, can you be happy on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Okay? If you are stern, again, these are not values that I want of you, but I am talking about the consistency. If you're stern, be stern Monday through Friday. People cannot handle a happy Beth today, a irritated Beth tomorrow. Oh, and because it's Valentine's Day, I don't know, a sad Beth on Valentine's Day, or a super happy Beth on Valentine's Day, and then the next day Beth come up in there laying the hammer down. I am sorry to all of those Beths out there. I just picked a name out of random. I'll say Miranda. People can't handle a Miranda that fluctuates up and down Monday through Friday. It is so unfair. Again, I threw out examples that I don't want you to be that particular way, but it's important consistency. And we see that. Ask somebody, do they like working with you? They probably won't tell you all the truth, but I hear it. I don't want to work for it. I hear people, Miranda, I don't mind working for you. And then it's the whole slight in in the other hand is because I'm consistent, really? Because but they deal with lots of women that they don't know how they gonna catch them. One day they feel one way, one day they feel another. Consistency. So behavioral tenacity, it really sets the tone for your team. When a leader displays behavior tenacity, they are modeling the level of determination. They should be modeling work ethic that they want for themselves and their teams. This type of behavior is going to help inspire and motivate your team to emulate your behaviors, leading to increased productivity, stronger collective efforts. It's a constant pursuit of excellence, not only in your task, but in fostering an environment. And again, please note, I don't want you to be those particular ways when I was giving those examples, but it is important that you develop a level of consistency. And if this is an area that you struggle with, I definitely want to invite you to come into our Facebook group. I would love to hear from you. I would love to be able to provide you with some support and some resources. Listen, I've said this before, you don't just wake up, or most people don't wake up and are just keen and they just have all of these skill sets down pack. It doesn't happen that way. These are skill sets. They are things that you can improve over time. So all are welcome. I invite you to come to our Facebook group, Next Level Progression Alliance. Join our movement. We are about leadership, and we are about embracing one another, supporting one another, and making sure that we're on point. And that's what we need to do. Make sure that we're on point. I also want to invite you to come on out. Please come out to our master class. And so, if you are feeling stuck in your career, you want to change your professional trajectory, you need to be in this master class. Networking. Listen, if you don't have your already defined business plan, or when I say business plan, if you don't have your spiel, your speech, how you need to go into a room, you need to be in this master class. This is going to cover setting these ambitious goals. It's also going to help you with networking. It's going to help you when you're on a job interview. It's going to help you to be able to define who you are in lickety split time. And so you are going to have you're going to walk away with practical things that you have, tangible, practical, walk away with a plan. So definitely you have to sign up. It's a nominal fee of $10. And so that is February 24th, 11 a.m. check that out. You can go to Next Level Progress, look at the event page, and you can get it through there. So definitely, I want to invite you. We do have limited spacing. Last time we sold out. We plan on selling out again, but I want you in the house. And so remember, resilience and perseverance, they are twin engines of a leadership, and it's going to drive you, and you'll be able to get through anything with them. This is going to also, when we're talking about all of this as a women, we are so judged in so many different ways. And we have this unique opportunity to make sure that we are showing up and showing out. And so these things are going to help catapult you in your current career and catapult, I can't even say the word, you forward into your future. And so make sure that you're able to carry these insights forward. Again, it's a practice thing. You don't just wake up and say, "Oh yeah, my emotional. Yeah, I got it. I got all of it." You don't wake up and say, well, first of all, I don't think any of us are just waking up saying, "It's my emotional intelligence on point today." We should though. How about cognitive perseverance? Are we there with our behavioral tenacity? These aren't things that we naturally think about. However, they are things that we can start improving upon. And as a leader, you do need to improve upon these things. I want to end with a quote. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. So I want you to continue. Have the courage to continue. Do you hear me? Have the courage to continue. Join me next week for more incredible insights and nuggets. You deserve nothing but the best. It is my goal to ensure that you move to your next level. Let's take your career to newer heights.